Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. This time I'm going to talk about Bundesliga and the transfer window that just closed about 4 days ago. So winter transfer window or January transfer window, if you so would like. But yeah, I will rank all these teams' transfer windows 4 to 10. So 4 being the lowest and 10 being the highest. And I just want to say in this early part of the video that I haven't watched Bundesliga before I started this channel, and so I haven't watched it that much. So like would be appreciated, since I spent about 1 hour to 2 hours trying to find the information about the players who each team signed and how good they were. So without further ado, let's get to it. First, these are a reverse alphabetical order. Wolfsburg, they lost Roussillon, Josip Brekalo, Croatian international, and Max Cruz as well. They signed Nicolas Kotza, French defender. I can't remember that they would have signed anyone else. Based on the players they lost, I'm gonna give them a 6. Then Werder Bremen is next. They signed Maximilian Philipp from Wolfsburg, and they didn't lose anyone that big, so I think Philipp can be good for them. I'm gonna give them an 8. Then Union Berlin, obviously trying to challenge Bayern and others for the championship of the Bundesliga. So they signed Josip Juranovic from Celtic, who impressed at the World Cup with Croatia, and at least impressed me. They signed Laidouni, Tunisian midfielder, and Roussillon from Wolfsburg. They only, I believe, only real players who left. I mean, everyone is real, but good players. I would count Haraguchi and Rierson, who left to Dortmund. So I'm gonna give them a 9, because I think Juranovic could be a solid signing for them. Then Stuttgart, they signed Hildias from Benfica, as well as Haraguchi, which I just mentioned with Union Berlin. They lost talented Ahamada to Crystal Palace, but overall I would give them an 8 for this transfer window. Then Schalke, they signed mostly lone players, Uronen from Brest and Blanda from Club Brugge. They lost Mollet to Nantes, the French midfielder, but I believe they are trying to get out of the relegation zone, even though it's hard for them. So I'm gonna give them an 8, because they at least try with these loan signings. Then Mönchengladbach, Borussia Mönchengladbach. Obviously the big one is that they lost Jan Sommer in this transfer window to Bayern, which I'm going to talk about later. But then Mönchengladbach, they signed, I believe, Jonas Omlin, Swiss goalkeeper as well, from Montpellier, but I don't think he may be close to Sommer, but I think losing Sommer still hurts. Yeah, they lost a few other players as well. I'm gonna give them a 7. Then Mainz, they got Ludovic Ajog, or how do you pronounce his name, French striker, if I remember correctly, and then Hans Olsen, defender from Ghent. They lost Fulgini to Lens on loan though, and I think they did alright. I'm gonna give them an 8. And at this point I would like to also say that I did already do one transfer window ratings video from Premier League, which you can watch on my channel. It was about 2 or 3 days ago probably. And then Leverkusen, getting back into this video, they signed Mbamba, young defender from Club Brugge, and then they signed Pence. I can't remember, was it from Reims or from where, but goalkeeper to back up Radecki, or possibly start for them if you would so like. And then Puerta, who is a young player as well, and they only lost Paulinho, the Brazilian player. I can't remember other notable ones. So I'm gonna give them an 8 as well, for the young players and all that. Then RB Leipzig. I can't remember that anything really happened with RB Leipzig. Let me know if I'm wrong, but they may only had loan deals or something minor. I'm gonna give them an 8. Maybe they rely on their players for the title race and didn't feel the need to sign anyone. Then FC Köln, they signed Sieg for the striker position. They lost Andrei Duda for Hellas Verona and others. Yeah, it's a tough one. I'm gonna give them a 7. Then Hoffenheim, they got John Brooks, the USA international defender, who has played before with Wolfsburg, I believe, in the Bundesliga, so he has experience playing here. And yeah, they signed 2 Danish players, I believe, Delaney from Sevilla and Dolberg from Nice, both on loan. Did they lost anyone that notable? I believe they lost Rutter to Leeds, and Hübner retired. But overall, I would say an 8 for them. Then Hertha Berlin. They signed Florian Niederlechner from Augsburg, among others, and they lost Darida and Sieg, as I mentioned with Köln, but I'm gonna give them an 8 as well. Then Freiburg, they didn't get really anybody, and I believe they lost Shade to Brentford, and Kevin Schlotterbeck to Bochum, but because they didn't bring anyone in and they lost players, I'm gonna give them a 6. Then Eintracht Frankfurt, they got young Aronson from Philadelphia Union from the MLS, and then they got Philip Max from PSV, and I can't remember anyone else that they signed. Pellegrini went back to Juventus, he was on loan there. But I believe the signings are good, so I'm gonna give them an 8 as well. Then Borussia Dortmund, they signed Ryerson, as I said, with Union Berlin. And they lost Torgan Hazard, so he went to PSV. He was there for long, but I think Dortmund are still fine. I'm gonna give them an 8. Not really anything else to say for that. Then Bochum, they signed Malong from Olympiacos, and they didn't lose really anyone that big that I can remember. They got players and lost players, but not that many were the names that I would have recognized. I'm gonna give them a 7, let's say that. And then the big team in the Bundesliga, Bayern Munich, or München, they got Daley Blind for free Sabitzer went to United on loan. Obviously big one was Joao Cancelo from Manchester City on loan, but still. And yeah, and as I said with Mönchengladbach, they got Jan Sommer there. I'm not sure if Neuer is still injured, but if he is, it's great signing. Anyway, he's a great goalkeeper, so I'm gonna give them a 10 because I think Cancelo really can shine for them if they find a place to play him. Then Augsburg, last on the board. They signed Arne Engels, who has looked good in the first game for them. Mbuku from Reims, I believe, or Reims. They lost Niederlechner and many players left on loan, but I'm gonna give them a 9. So yeah, let me know your thoughts about my ratings from 4 to 10 about these Bundesliga teams in this winter transfer window. Did I rate, for example, Freiburg too low, or did I rate Bayern Munich too high? Let me know your thoughts about these teams' transfer windows and my ratings in the comments down below, and hit the like and subscribe if you liked this video, and have a nice day.